This time we're going to learn about sila. So pronunciation, sila is on the second syllable, sila. Part of speech, it's a personal pronoun, third person plural. It means they or them. And for the usage, it refers to a group of people other than the speaker and the listener. So it can function as subject or object. And for example, sila moadto sa party ugma. So they will go to the party tomorrow. So here, sila as subject. For the contracted form, the enclitic form is the same. It's sila. Okay, so there's no shorter variant. So it simply attaches after the verb. So for example, moadto sila ugma. It means they will go tomorrow. So sila attaches after the verb moadto. Okay, and the position in the sentence. So for separate pronoun, it is placed before the verb. So sila moadto. So before the verb. And for the enclitic, it is attached immediately after the verb. So moadto sila. So here's the verb and sila. So after the verb. So these are the common collocations. Sila ra, it means just them. Sila lang, it means only them. Kinsa sila, it means who are they. Gihatagan sila og, they were given. And asa sila, it means where are they. For the usage of sila, exclusive reference. So only people outside the conversation, never including the speaker or addressee. Okay? And for the actor focus verbs, when sila is the doer, use mo or nag prefix verb forms. For example, moabot sila, nagsulat sila. And for the object usage, so as the object of a verb, sila still follows the verb. So for example, gihatagan sila og libro. So they were given a book. So here, sila. And the next one, tuluy sila og Bisaya. So after the verb, tuluy sila. So it means teach them Bisaya. And for formality, so both separate and enclitic form are neutral and common in everyday speech. These are the common mistakes of using the pronoun sila. So confusing singular versus plural. Mixing up siya means he, she, it. With sila, it means they. Okay, so siya, sila. And next is wrong enclitic usage. So attaching sila to a non-verb words or omitting it when needed. For the verb focus mismatch, so using object focus verbs. So for example, gihatagan or gipa prefix. When you mean to highlight sila as the actor. Next is overlooking case. Remember, Kanila or Nila are indirect forms when saying to them. And Kanila or Nila for oblique, it means with them or at them. Alright? Now let's have an example. Number 1, sila moadto sa party ugma. So it means they will go to the party tomorrow. Number 2, gihatagan sila og regalo sa bata. It means they were given a gift by the child. Number 3, nakita nako sila ganina. It means I saw them earlier. And number 4, muuban sila namo kung muabot sila og sayo. It means they'll join us if they arrive early. And number 5, asa sila karon. It means where are they now? Alright, so for the breakdown of each sentence, please refer to the page. Let's practice. Insert sila in the appropriate position in each sentence. Let's start with number 1. Mulakaw na sa eskwelahan. Okay, so the answer is putting sila at the beginning of the sentence. So sila mulakaw na sa eskwelahan. So they are going to the school. Number 2. Mitanaw sa salida. Yes, so the answer, sila after the verb. So, mitanaw sila sa salida. It means they watched the movie. Number 3, nagluto og sudan. Yes, so nagluto sila og sudan. So, it means they cooked a dish. And number 4, ganahan mukaon sa gawas. Yes, so the answer, sila at the beginning of the sentence. So sila ganahan mukaon sa gawas. It means they want to eat out or they want to eat outside. Alright, so we're done with the practice. And did you get them all correctly? Good job for answering this exercise with me today. And if you want to practice more about sila, so review our lesson today or visit the page about sila so you can see the breakdown of each sentence there. And if you want to learn more about Cebuano or want to practice speaking Cebuano, please take an online class with me on italki. Magkita ta dito. Let's see there. Sa sunod na sad, maayong adlaw sa tanan.